She.
No, she'll try. She'll try to figure it out.
Well, no. She'll
But
try and play it, but she probably won't be able to play into it. So what I would love to do. Did we cut down all of our trees before we left last time? So what it would be fun to do is just like berate her the whole time and just be like, "No, shoot! What are you doing? Kill them!" And just watch her.
Get him!
Get
Right
him!
over there!
Get him!
What are you doing? How are you being so ridiculous?
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be funny, but yeah, I wouldn't want to do that to Mom. She would never want to visit me again. Alright, you know, come on.
We don't have very many leaves. Though I am going to probably torch. Most of our saplings. Keep like 20 in reserve. Like that's more than enough. So, yes. Yes. I'm officially back in.
Hey, so do you know if Michael got his, did you ship Michael's, Hanzo thing?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know, so I didn't.
No, I haven't unpacked my own, in order to
do that, right?
actually, like, have that available. Alright. Shift shears.
Man alive, man alive. So I'm debating, actually. You know how I said I wanted to build my own, or just upgrade my computer, you know?
Yeah.
I could upgrade to a core like i7 6700, right? Which is like pretty good, you know, pretty good, pretty strong, and it's like, you know, $400 for that, you know. And then I get a $150 motherboard, or, you know, whatever. I spend about $500 to upgrade my computer, and that's probably what I would want to spend around. Or I could get, now this is somewhat new, not super new, but I could go instead with a Ryzen 7 1800X for about the same price, and it has better multi-threaded performance and pretty comparable single-threaded performance. It's fast. It has 8 cores with multi-thread, and then 16 multi-thread. So, I mean, it's double the cores of what I'm currently using. My current one is just not up to snuff anymore. So it's significantly better than what I'm using, and a comparable. The only other, you know, consumer single processor that on the market that consistently outperforms it is the 6800, the i7 6800 or 6900 or something.
Right.
And it's $1,000 versus $400 for the Ryzen 7 1800. So I'm like, that sounds, you know, if it gets good multi-threaded performance, it has 8 cores, you know, 16 multi-thread, that's still better than the 6700, which only has 4 cores and is 8 multi-threaded. It has, you know, pretty good cache speed, All this stuff had a little comparison chart. Adobe Media Encoder performs almost exactly the same as all three of those cards I mentioned, the 6700 and the 6800, which is, $400, $500 more. So video encoding and stuff, it's going to perform the same, which is one of my major tasks that I put it on through. So why wouldn't I just get that performs a bit better than the 6700 for around the same price, and a little underperforms in some tasks, but about the same in others for significantly cheaper.
Right.
So the only downside is it's AMD, and I'm not a big AMD fan. I much prefer Intel, but I don't know why. It just is in my head,
Right.
That's just an ingrained bias. I don't know really where that's come from. I even built a computer for one of my friends that was an AMD because it was cheaper, and it had pretty decent specs. Now I always like to get as top of the line as I could reasonably afford, but and technically I probably could get that nice $1,000 processor, but do I really want just that little tweak of extra performance for that much more? No, it's just not worth it.
Right.
Not worth the extra money. So maybe that AMD Ryzen 7 is the way to go, and I can get a bundle deal with a new processor. I mean, a new motherboard, because of course I'll need one if it's an AMD card, AMD processor. New motherboard with the processor for like $550. I'm like, that's not bad.
Right.
Not bad at all. And it as a boost clock up to 4 gigahertz. It runs at 3.6 and then boosts it for 8 cores. I mean, that's pretty nice. And has all the slots and stuff I need for everything else I have in here. So I just unplug everything, plug it all back in with the new motherboard, boot it up, And I was thinking of throwing on a new tower just because mine's old and doesn't have enough space for all my hard drives. So they're kind of crammed in there, and I don't really like it. They're not really screwed in properly. So I thought about maybe getting the same. I built 2 computers at Omni for the editors.
Right.
Built mine, and I built one for my supervisor. So I found a particular full ATX tower that I just love. It's slick, it's clean, it has everything you need. And I just really, really like it. And so I think I might actually buy that one. That one's about $150.
Good. That's really good.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. I mean, it doesn't come with anything. It's completely bare, but I have everything I need.
Right. I mean, who cares if it's a bare tower? I mean,
yeah, it's just a bare empty tower, and I'm like, fine. And it's about $150. It's a Corsair. I like that brand. A nice big window on the side, metal, intake fans in the front, great at the top. There's no fans, but I have one on this that I'll probably take off and just put on there. All this stuff, blah blah blah. I'm just like, yeah, I think that might be the way to go. It'll feel like a brand new computer, except it'll be all my same stuff on there because I'll just transfer my hard drives over. I was also thinking about maybe getting a solid state, but I might do that for Christmas instead. A little bit of time.
I would say if you have the money.
For Black Friday.
Do you not have a? I mean, I'm sure you have some solid states in your computer right now, right?
No, I have no solid state in my computer.
I'd say
hard drives.
I'd say it's worth the adjustment now.
Well, I'm thinking I might be able to get a really good deal a month later. Like if I wait till, let's say, September, October to do my computer, and then I get it all put together and everything, and then Black Friday rolls around, maybe I can get a nice big solid state hard drive to run all my programs and boot drive. You know what I mean? I might be able to get it really cheap on Black Friday.
Right.
And if it's just a month away, big deal. I'm running just fine on my 7200 RPM drives. I'm not having any real issues. It's speed, which is the bottleneck is the processor, not my hard drives as much. I don't boot up and down a lot, so that time doesn't really matter much. So if I can get a really good deal on Black Friday, I'll probably do that.
Okay.
I'm just talking out loud here.
No, I like your logic. No, I'm just saying I like your logic a lot.
Thought process. So.
Yeah, like it. I can dig it.
Invention of elements.
Gosh dang it.
Nars. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, that would be 3. I need 4 at least. Actually, I can get rid of 1. I don't know.
I'm literally at the point where I just fill my entire inventory with shears and then use it to break leaves.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's crazy.
I mean, it's just wood. I get 1 click out of them. It's just like, click, they're gone. I mean, I miss things like some of the leaves despawn, and it's like, okay, what to do? The leaves that do despawn end up basically dropping apples and saplings and other useful things, so it's not like it's a loss if anything
Right.
despawns.
Yeah.
Aha, there is a piece of wood up here. That being said, I really got to get out of the business of oak. This is bullshit, man. Oak does not grow straight.
Oh yeah, there's all this weird. Yeah, it's all over the place. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I gotta really, what I really want to get in the market for is dark oak. That's the one that you plant 4x4, and it makes just the one huge tree.
Huge trunk.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
What happened?
Uh,
One huge tree, lots of lumber, drops at once. Bada bing, bada bang.
bing, bada bing. Pestilence goes again. Come on. Come on. I've wasted so many blood shards on this lady. I'm gambling for gloves, pestilence gloves. I mean, I have pestilence gloves. I have 3 sets of pestilence gloves now, and all I want is a pair of Naris's gloves, because that's for a set that I'm building.
Yeah.
I'm just like, "Argh."
Yeah.
I just keep running rifts. I get a set item every once in a while. Sometimes I just got another Anaris piece. I gambled 1 piece. I found another. I just got the third one on a rift. So I've been gambling for that 4th one. But I really need to get 5, and then I need to also do the adventure caches for Act 1 in order to get the Stone of what's it called? Ring of Royal Grandeur, which allows a set to act as though you have 1 more of that set item. So if I have
cool.
5, if I have 5 pieces, it'll act as if I have the full set. So that's quite valuable until you get that 6th set piece, if your set doesn't need another item. So this one, for example, I'll have all 6 on it, but in the meantime, I'd like to have the bonus. I still need the helmet, the gloves, and the boot. Do I have? I'll be right back.
Okay. So as we can see, I'm just expanding the mulching operation here. Is it overkill? A little bit. Yeah, I would start to argue, yeah. But, you know, considering the quantity of drop that I just got and how fast we can sift through stuff, I don't feel it's too unreasonable just to produce a massive amount of dirt in order to just harvest other materials like cobblestone and everything else. I don't think we'll ever have a shortage on the dirt department or the requisite in order to do that, and we have reserves of all the materials, so I'm gonna just kind of start by harvesting this a little bit and just kind of managing my giant dirt production patch here. And kind of the good part is if I'd have done this in a more linear way, I bet I could just kind of continuously pop these out and push these forward. You know what? Okay. We have so many saplings. Just kind of go through some of these stacks real quick, and then once we have a pretty reasonable amount of dirt, I'm going to start sieving it through, and the ideal situation is coming out with the large dark oak. I don't even feel like I should have placed that.
Alrighty.
Right.
Michael working tonight, or?
I have no clue. So I have significantly expanded our dirt production capability because the rampage in planting and harvesting that I just went on was quite resource intensive, and but it was hugely accomplishing.
That's good.
And now I have a nearly unreasonable amount of leaf stacks. So I'm just kind of shoving
Start
all,
composting that stuff.
Yep, shoving it all into barrels to compost, and I had to expand the barrel capacity, but you know what? I have a shitload of lumber from our recent escapade as well, so
Yeah.
you know, don't feel bad about that. So I probably have, I don't know, like 25 barrels now instead of the 9 that we had before.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I have to think deeply about whether or not I wanted to commit to actually starting production of that much, and you know what? Screw it. Why not, right?
Why not? You can always just make another chest or something and
Yeah.
put all that dirt in it.
Oh, I'm gonna sieve it all and see how much
Oh, there you go.
stuff that we get. What I really want to do is,
You can always make more.
yeah. So I just want to get into kind of the dark oak business tonight, and that'd be great.
So as a necromancer, I have a permanent, like 7
Minions.
skeletons and then 1 golem running around with me, just randomly attacking, right?
Right.
And I have this skill, or what is it called? It's a Yeah, well, one of the skills in my passive bar that gives my pets for 200% of my thorns damage, right? So they have thorns, and it's 200% of mine. So I also have this gem that I got from the Rift runs, that legendary gem that adds to my thorn damage. I have 17,000 thorn damage more because of that gem. And so I'm just running around, and my minions really take care of most of the small stuff.
Right.
And I'm just like focusing down like the bigger guys while the other little ones die all around it. It's a beautiful thing.
Certainly sounds like it.
It is. It is. And then I just spam corpse explosion, and all those little guys go to work for me. All those dead little bodies start killing everything. It's wonderful. Blowing up, explosions everywhere.
All right.
It's actually.
I'm sorry.
It's actually one of the. Yeah. Did you find some oak?
Yeah, we are now officially in the dark oak business.
Well, there it is.
Yep, there it is. That being said, I need to get my shears on my logging equipment back out. Oh, you know what? I should probably crook this first one. Make it a super crook. How about I have a super crook in a chest somewhere?
I think this is a new environment. It's quite cool looking.
Hoya, 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 dancing. So I'm doing my tree summoning ritual here. All right. The dark oak business is a little more axe intensive.
Oh
than
yeah,
the
a lot more
oak
wood. Yeah.
business.
But you also get a lot more. I mean, you get wood for that, so it's
Wow.
the same amount, right? I mean, in the end. Paragon.
So I'm kind of noticing that, like, this actually requires stamina? The
Yeah, it makes-
vein
yeah.
mining?
Yeah, it like as if you had done it all.
Right.
It like fast forwards.
Oh, ugh, oak sapling.
I was noticing that the other day. I like was almost full in health, and I like did those trees, and then I was like dying because of hunger. I'm like, what? How did that happen?
Dang it. every time I do this, I'm like, I don't know if I should just shift click on these shears. Like, I don't know if I'm going to use all of them. Use them instantly. It's so fast. And I'm just like, I shift clicks and made a stack of
It's hard
axes
not
too.
to.
And it's just like, they're just gone. They're just gone. I use 2 to 3 per tree felling.
Yeah, I believe it.
And I couldn't be happier that you put like these little like safety rails up, because you're just kind of staring upwards.
Yeah, you'd walk right off the edge.
Oh yeah, totally. All right. I'm going to finish off getting rid of all these dark oak leaves I just got in my inventory for a nice smooth finish. And we should be done for the night. That being said, man, dark oak, so much more straightforward. Like, I had actually at one point climbed into the oak tree on like the leaves in order to get to the tippy top, and had to like break it down from...
Put all the regular oak ones that grow all weird, put those in the compost piles.
Well, I mean, I
Like
think
the
there's
saplings.
Yeah, I think there's
Are there other
value added
uses?
in like keeping some of the saplings, but I mean, very, very few.
Oh, I guess you can use those saplings to make like hooks and crooks and stuff. Oop, hold on a second. Hot chocolate.
Hot pocket.
Well, chocolate, but close enough.
Can I say something really opinionated? You ever gotten like a calzone at a pizza place or something?
Mm-hmm.
I think hot pockets are actually better than most real calzones, because I don't know. Maybe I just have continuously bad experiences getting real calzones.
Maybe.
I just really feel underwhelmed when... Oh, wow. That whole effort, I collected exactly 64 blocks of dirt. How very satisfying. Very binary.
Yeah, maybe you just don't have a good calzone place.
Okay. Alright, so that's done. Gonna store lumber and my logging materials in this chest. That's done. Okay, so now I'm gonna make a lot of stone.
I'm glad they did away with trials. Rift trials. Or Nephilim trials, sorry. They're just wasted.
So how much of this cobblestone do you think I should break down? Huh. Huh.
You know, there's this little pet that I have. It's a cosmetic item, technically,
Uh-huh.
that you can like earn in the game, miscellaneous ways. And he collects gold. He runs around and collects gold, which is pretty cool.
I mean, that was one of like the least desirable things I remember just in my memories of D2 was like
Clicking
picking
gold.
on the goddamn gold on the ground.
Oh my gosh, yeah. There's a version floating around of Diablo 2 that's just modded the heck out by fans, and that was one of the first things they added in was the auto pickup. Like you just run over the gold and the gold automatically picks up. And I'm just like, oh, that would make Diablo 2 10 times. I mean, like it's already such a nearly perfect game. That would just increase the perfection.
Heck yeah.
I think half the perfection of that game is nostalgia, but whatever.
I mean, okay.
But
Everything's
nostalgia
better in your memory.
It is value. It is always better in your memory.
All right. So we got a huge amount of metals. Actually, I gotta figure out, is there dynamics, environmental, tinker as a construct, materials and you. This is materials and you. I remember this book.
So now you got to build a refinery or bridge or something.
Yep. Actually, should probably wait to do it during our next actual play.
With Michael. Will he be upset if you do it without him? Oh, because we can get achievements.
No, it's a lot of it we can do together. It'll be a lot easier with all of us together to produce something of this magnitude.
Yeah, quite an undertaking.
You could say that.
Watchtower.
Okay, this is all about electrical components. Okay. Michael's chest is just completely filled with just stuff now.
It's random.
Yeah. Grass, sugarcane, potatoes, oaks. We still have the original donuts, but we only have 2.
I have one in my inventory of my character. What are they for? I didn't read the manual.
Eating.
Okay, are they just food? Is that it?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Oh, okay.
There's no benefit in saving it. I think we just threw ours in the chest. And there we go. No one will notice the difference. We just have a little bit extra stuff in the chest.